What's up guys, it's Leanne Henry and I'm back with another video. I want to talk about branding. So let me just say this on the front end. All right, come here, come close, okay? I am by no means a professional, okay? So y'all don't come at me sideways if I say something that's not 100% accurate, all right? I'm just a girl who been working on some things and throwing some stuff out here and there, and it ended up working for me, okay? So if it works for you, great. If it doesn't, that's fine, no love lost, all right? But I have been working on my personal brand for a little over 2 years now, and I can confidently say that I think I've tailored it now. At this point, I think I got it. Of course, I'm gonna tweak it over time, as all great companies do. I think that it's very, very important as a real estate agent to cultivate your own personal brand. So when people think of you, of course you want them to think of the fact that you're a real estate agent, but what else do they think about you? Like, what do you represent? What are some things that's just 100% authentic? It's you. That's your brand. You know, why are you doing this? What are you doing it for? Can people see that in the work that you do? For me personally, when I first set out on the journey of like building my personal brand, I was thinking of it in a sense of building my YouTube channel, right? So when I was building my YouTube channel, I did not know that I was gonna end up turning it into a real estate finance, build great agents kind of channel, but I'm happy that we're here and we're building this army of well-educated people, okay? But I wasn't thinking of like what the content was gonna be. I was thinking of what I wanted people to think of when they thought of me. So I made this little mood board almost, and I picked colors that I liked. I picked fonts that I liked. I pulled inspiration from other people's logos that I thought were cool, that I was just like, you know, maybe I can model them similar to this. And then I was just like, all right, this is what I want. So my sister is actually a graphic and web designer, and I'm so blessed to have her at my disposal. Well, no, I don't want to say it at my disposal, but in my network, to have her so closely associated with me. Whatever is the best way to package that thing, that's what I'm happy about having, okay? So my sister was the person that was creating my logo for me. I gave her what I was thinking, and she came back to me with a couple of like iterations, and the logo that you see today is the logo that I've had from the very beginning. It's my Leanne Henry logo with that little rogue heart on the side, and I love it. I just feel like it's clean, but it's still a hint of playfulness. It's elegant, it's fun, and that's me. That's what I represent. Fun fact, my name is Leanne Allen, but Leanne Henry comes from my middle name. So my middle name is Henrietta, and as I was thinking of what I wanted my channel name to be, I kept, you know, playing around with different things. At the time, like people would call me Summer Breeze because that was my Instagram name. So I was just like, okay, you know, Summer Breeze TV or Summer Breeze Beauty, or I was playing around with all of this stuff, and just none of them were really sticking. And the Leanne Henry kind of just came to me in my sleep, really. Like I just woke up one day, I was like, oh, Leanne Henry. It's important to have something that you really enjoy and that you get excited talking about. When you're creating your brand, you're creating your logo, sometimes people will do their logo first, they'll do their tagline or whatever the case may be. But for me, what was really important was tying in who I was and everything that I did. So I'm a person that has my hand in a number of different things, and I didn't want it to just be real estate. Like when people think of me, they just think of like houses and real estate and all this stuff, because that's not the only thing that I do. My hair is short and platinum blonde, and that's become kind of my thing. That's my tagline. I have glasses that match almost every outfit that I wear. So I don't have any glasses on right now because all of these lights in here, the glare is just gonna be just a no-no. But all of these things are a part of me, and I wanted those to work their way into my brand somehow, and people just saw it as normal. So I didn't want to have like this Instagram grid just full of houses. Like that's what Zillow is for, right? Like I actually never post houses on my real estate grid. I only post them on my Instagram story because they just don't go with my aesthetic. Like if you go to my Instagram right here at Leanne_Henry, then you'll see that like I carefully curate my posts. But something that I learned in my branding journey was that anything that I post, it has to have something to do with my face or the engagement plummets. Like, they don't care. They want to see me. It don't matter what the caption is. If I'm not in it, they don't want no parts. And I'm just like, all right, I get it. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. But let me give the people what they want, right? So whenever I post, I work into the caption something about real estate. It's the best of both worlds because I get to slay, I get to have my cute outfits or have my makeup done or whatever the case may be. And then in the caption, I'm teaching something. So I'm talking about real estate, or I'm giving like some life advice, or I'm just talking about like a crazy week that I had, or whatever the case may be. The top 3 things that are most important for me as a real estate agent and in promoting my brand. Number 1 is authenticity. I always want to make sure that I can be myself in whatever room that I go into. So I don't have to feel like I need to put on this persona to feel accepted or to have people choose me as their agent. Whatever the case may be, I want to walk into a room and everywhere I go, I am me. I'm Leanne Henry. I am authentic. I get to be myself. Incredibly important, and it will remain at the top of the list for the rest of my life. Number 2, education. I am really big on teaching. I work with buyers and sellers, but a majority of my buyers are actually first-time home buyers because they're people that I went to undergrad with, and they refer people and then they refer people. So a majority of the people that I work with end up being millennial home buyers. That's amazing and that's fun because we're around the same age, we can relate, we got things that we can talk about, but they also have no idea what's happening. Real estate is so much bigger than just a commission. For me, it's community building. It's giving people the chance and the opportunity to build wealth for their family for generations to come. And because of that, if you give people the knowledge of what the process is like, then they can teach someone else, and then they can teach someone else. Reach one, teach one, build some communities, change some lives, all of that good stuff, right? I'll always be some form of a community activist, advocate, whatever you want to call it. And then 3rd and finally, it is slaying. Okay, one of my favorite things to do is slay, all right? And since cutting off my hair, if you guys follow me on Instagram, then you'll know that I used to have like long curly hair and I would wear it in a fro, or occasionally I would straighten it, but like I didn't really do that too much. Yeah, I'll insert a picture right here or right here so you can see my curly fro. But since cutting my hair off, it's kind of become my signature. Like, people think of me as that agent with the short blonde hair and the funky glasses. But I can dress. It doesn't have to be the most expensive things, you know, you don't have to have designer from head to toe. Like, everybody thinks that every agent is supposed to have a Gucci belt. Like, I don't own a Gucci belt. It's foolish to me. Like, if I was to ever have one, it would be a gift. I'm not paying that myself. Sorry. Okay, not until I reach a certain like level of wealth do I feel like that's a worthy purchase. But put yourself together nicely. You know, everywhere you go, you never know who you can run into when you're networking, when you're talking to people. So you just wanna always look well put together because everybody that you run into could be a potential client. But in building my brand, I always wanted to have those 3 things. So authenticity, education, and slayism. Another really important thing, do not only brand yourself in accordance with what or who your brokerage is, okay? So for example, and this is no shade to EXP, okay? But EXP agents talk about being an EXP all the time. If they were to ever leave EXP, then their whole entire brand identity was literally just centered around EXP. Then you have to start from the ground up, building your brand identity again. And that is gonna be so disheartening and frustrating. You want to be able to have a brand that's associated with you and attached to you so that no matter where you go, it doesn't matter, you can just pick up and go. So make sure that wherever you go, you are branding yourself, even if they get a little attitude about it. Like, if they're mad that you're not posting enough about the brokerage or blah, 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 remind them that you pay them, okay? Like, when you close a deal, you pay towards their costs. They've already built a name for themselves. That's why they want you to keep pumping it so more and more people can know about it and more agents can come to their place and make them more money. But it's not about them. So that's just the basics that I have. These are the things that I've learned so far. Of course, there's so much more to learn and know about branding. Do a Google search, watch some YouTube videos. My sister, her website is right here, LoriEvelyn.com. So if you're gonna come to her, come correct, okay? She is a professor at Howard. Like she's about her coins, okay? But no, she's amazing in my eyes. She's the greatest graphic designer in the world. And I'm not just saying that because she's my sister. She's actually genuinely really, really good at what she does. So if you are looking for a graphic and web designer, hit her up. She's pretty booked right now, but if you're talking those coins, talking that cash, then I'm sure she'll probably make room for you. If you guys have any other questions about personal branding as a real estate agent, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Let me know how's it going with your branding. Have you been building your personal brand? What does your social media pages look like? What are some things that you're trying to tie into your brand that's important to you? I'd love to hear about them. Thank you guys for liking, commenting, subscribing, doing all of that jazz that wakes up the YouTube algorithm and helps your girl out. I truly, truly appreciate you, and I want you to know that you, yes, you are pure gold, and I will see you in the next one.